Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Richardson now on second down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Stroud. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
1st and goal from the 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Justin Jefferson
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Richardson looking to throw this.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Colt defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And they
touchdown! Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
79 Broncos.
They go play action with Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Harris. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Shifts by him. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Great pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Stroud on 3rd down now. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I've never given them credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Ready.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throw left side complete. That's Ellis. He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 36-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks. The Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Stroud. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Going for it with Pierce.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check, smash.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go.
A run by Pierce begins the 2nd half.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Ready.
2nd and 6. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll audible to something else.
Shot alert, shot alert. Street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go
The
now.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Texans.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Cougar 19.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Stroud to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Go!
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on...
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and
touchdown! Dameon Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on, set!
On the counter, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Loose inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action with Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. And they take a knee.
Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only...